Tammie, who were you trying to connect with tonight? Hey, Krista. Thank you, Nat. Father or sister-in-law. What are their names, Tam? For me, it's almost like a phone line. If I have their name, it gives me a more direct connection, so to speak. Doesn't always, but sometimes it helps. Helps me, and it weeds out everything else coming through. Barry, who was father, or Jenna, sister-in-law. So I pretty much just chicken scribble that on my notepad, so it saves me going back up. So I write your name and their names and their relationship to you. Who did Dad have a bit of a beer belly? Because there's a gentleman that steps forward wearing no t-shirt and belly sticking out. Oh my goodness. He always walked around with no shirt. And the belly as well, with the belly poking out. I feel like it was, I want to say it was a good size belly, if that makes sense. One that you grab, and then, but also when he hugs you, you know you're getting a hug as well. It's that type of feeling. Is there a fishing connection for him as well? Why do I see him walking around with bare feet? Did he prefer bare feet over thongs? His features, when I sort of look at him and feel him out, feel his energy out, feels like he has rounder features, if that makes sense. So like a rounder shaped head. Also, did he walk a little bit funny with I want to say there's a funny little gait in there as well. So whether he distributed weight a little bit. Do you understand that? I don't know how I'm trying to describe it. It feels like there's this maybe a bit of a side to side type of walk. Yes, he was barefoot everywhere. Awesome. And when he wasn't sick, he was more round. Yep. And what about the walking? Do you understand this? I don't want to say it's a waddle, but there's this little side to side type of movement. Or maybe, I don't know if one leg didn't fully pick up properly. Shorter in the hip, maybe. There's this funny sort of, as I said, hip. Your comment has come through about hip. Awesome. Did have problems with his hips. So I feel like, hey, from Queensland. I'm also from Queensland. I feel like there was like a female dog that followed him around too. She feels almost small to medium size, if that makes sense. I'm seeing a brown coat. This could be something, this could be a dog that he may have had previously as well. But there's this dog that walks, kind of allows Dad to walk in front, if that makes sense. Like the dog is not in front of him, or allows Dad to walk in front, if that makes sense. Like the dog is not in front of him, or Alright, I'm just catching up with comments and allowing the sound and signal and everything to come back. Her name was Cricket. She was a little chihuahua. I was just saying, just give me a yes if you could hear me and see me okay, Tam, before I continue. Yeah, awesome. So I was saying with the little dog, she feels like that she never walked ahead of him, never walked really beside him, but was just a little bit so that he was in front. Does that make sense? Not by much, like she was just there by his heels kind of thing. And I feel like she always walked on his left-hand side as well. Did Dad, there's something coming up about mechanicking or working with hands. I'm seeing grease on hands. Did he used to work as a mechanic or do anything fiddly with motors or anything along those lines? Oh, she was always with him. That's beautiful. He was a scrap man. So we've been still moving a lot of, you know, metals and things like that. And what, like, was his hands always, well, the working hands. Did he like run a yard by himself or something? Did he have his own yard or did he... Why do I feel like he ran a yard? So when I ask... Oh, okay, gotcha. That's okay. It's in the backyard. When I ask him how he passed, instantly I sort of get really, really nauseous, really not so good. So there's this feeling of being nauseous or this feeling of being sick all the time. There's also, it feels like there's some stomach issues there that kind of pop up. But it's higher, it's more around like the pancreas type area as well that comes up. I also feel like I get short of breath too. But this sickness is there that's making me want to just... Bleh. Do you understand any of that? Like, I automatically want to say cancer because I have no symbolism or marker for cancer stuff when it comes through. It's usually just like a sensation or a spirit tells me the word cancer. Heart disease and emphysema, so that's the breathing. That makes sense with the heart disease, the congestion there. What is the sickness? Do you understand the sickness? Oh. Hold comments, guys. This is a paid reading for Tammie. So we're just holding space for Tammie at the moment. I think the sickness is more end stage stuff. Because I feel like the congestion there and I just feel really horrible. I was going to say, is December or the 12th of a month significant for you with passing? Because I just got given the number 12. I think he hid a lot from us about how sick he really was. Yeah. No, that's okay. Just write it down because something might pop up as a memory for you at a, you know, another day or something along those lines. And then, you know, it's a mediumship, so just be mindful that it's not only just Dad coming through. There's a whole heap of other things coming through too. Also, I feel like I heard a name, something like Katie, Carty. Katie. You know those old school, shows me like an old school chair. They've got like the leather or PVC type binding for the back and the... I feel like everyone in their 80s had this type of chair once upon a time. He shows me him sitting on this chair. It's just like a dining table type chair. You know, with the, like, the steel, what are they called? The box steel legs and the frame that's been welded together. Did you get... Oh, he always had his chair. No one was allowed to sit on it. Was it like that chair that I described? Sometimes it could be just symbolism as well. They're like the... I feel like he had to sit forward on it because they're the type of chairs that you don't want to sit on when you're sweaty because you literally stick to them. He shows me something around his, it feels like his funeral, so I don't know. Often it's not clear to me if they're cremated unless I get told or things like that. But I feel like you got handed something or given something from him around the date of the funeral or something. Because I see somebody like handing you something. Hey Mel, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Do you have a... Tammie, do you have a son? Or who is the 6-year-old boy, 7-year-old boy around you? Keep in mind, like, this could be the here and now, the age here and now, or this could be at the time of Dad's passing. Some of his ashes and his belt. Gotcha. You also catch glimpses of him out of your left-hand side as well. He just showed me that. Oh, at the time of passing, son was about 7. You have 2 sons, okay. Is there a J name, like a Joshua, associated with one of those? So the reason that came up, the 6-7-year-old, it only came up because I was asking for ways that he could show me that he's around you. Oh, okay. Husband's name is Jamie. Gotcha. Did somebody get awarded or recognition for something recently? Might be like a certificate of performance or a merit or something along those lines. Maybe it's like recently got a certificate. Gotcha. I was going to say, did you get handed... I'm frozen right now. You can't hear me? Do I need to restart? I need to restart. I need to restart. I'm back. Awesome. I just restarted it because I didn't know I could I was still moving and talking on my end, so I didn't know if that was the case, so I just jumped out and restarted. I was going to say that I don't know if you guys have recently signed for a house or something, but I see like contracts or papers being given to you. Do you understand what that is? I feel like more being given to hubby though. It's like contracts because it's like a stack of papers being handed over. The last thing you heard was about the certificate, yeah, for your daughter. We own a business and signed a lease. Gotcha. So he's bringing that forward because I was asking him ways that he's around you. So he was around you when that happened, or he's able to let you know that, you know, details about that because he was around. Who suffers with the headaches at the moment, Tammie? These are more front type of headaches across here. I feel like somebody's eyesight needs to be checked. Your daughter. So same daughter with the certificate. Has she ever had her eyes tested recently? Because it feels like my eyes are tired and like I can't read, or I read too long and my eyes get tired. So she has had her eyes checked. She has glasses but needs to get them checked again. Gotcha. Yeah, it feels like there's changes there. Yeah, my eyes just feel tired, like there's strain on them. Is your daughter also getting her driver's license? Or is she's either... It feels like she's going for them, or she's just received them. Or is that something that's upcoming? Please. She's just got a piece. Yeah. She's going to need her eyes checked soon because the night driving is going to be a little bit tricky. They're being shown like mine where they get a little bit glary with the lights showing in the eyes and things like that, and not having the ability to adjust focus when you need to. So sooner rather than later. So this is a paid reading at the moment, user 292. So we're just holding space for Tammie at the moment. So this is really random, Tammie. No need to be sorry, you're fine, love. Really random question, Tammie. Your front lawn, is there a patch of grass that doesn't grow? It's almost like everything else around it is green, and then there's this like dead patch, or this patch that is very scarce with growing. These are all coming through just because I'm asking Dad to bring ways that he's around you, so he's bringing through the evidence near your front door. Is that from foot traffic, or just like, I feel like you've tried everything or it just doesn't take off? Hey Chris, I've had a good day. How about you? Also, he's showing me there's like a dead shrub or something that needs pulling out. He's like, it's got no chance in hell. Like, pull it out. Your day was wonderful. Amazing. Your whole garden. Not the green thumb then. He's having a little dig at ya. Who's, so it feels like he's showing me a 14-year-old son that enjoys his sport. Almost feels like soccer. Very competitive. My son loves sport. He is 14. Shows me he's very competitive but very good. Is something just finishing up, like seasonally? Is there something finishing up for him at the moment? It's almost like, it's like he's showing me like a finals of something. Playing the finals. Or he was in the finals. Or his team was in the finals. Is he, oh, just started footy at school, okay. Is he captain? Dad also tells me that he's very, like, academically minded too. You know when you see footy and they're carrying, like, the captain on their shoulders and they're holding the trophy? That's kind of what he's showing me with your son in regards to sport. This is why I asked about captain. So if he's not captain, he could possibly, he does quite well at schoolwork. Yeah. So I don't know if he's headed for like school captain down the line, but just keep that in mind as well. Because he's showing me that he's, like his fellow students and his teammates and things, they have a certain level of respect for him. Does that make sense? Also, I feel like he's very popular, yeah. I feel like Dad's calling you out here. Is there... What is this? Have you, like... This is either forgotten to take laundry out of the washing machine or forgotten to hang it up or forgotten to pull it down. But it's... Whatever it is, it's been in that state for at least 3 days. Also, who has a birthday coming up in June? I put a lot of washing on 3 days ago and I've forgotten about it. Oh, you've just had surgery. Oh. Yeah. Well, washing can wait. You're more important than bloody washing. And is there a birthday or a celebration coming up in June? Not June on your side. Okay, cool. How are... This is really random. How are ducks significant to you? Do you always see ducks, or have you been seeing ducks lately? Is this something that you grew up with? Sorry, wait. I think it's his mum. Her birthday is in June. I love that. Oh, Dad loves ducks. I love that. So he's just bringing through ducks. He just shows me, like, kind of like, you know, just ducks in general. Excuse me. So he shows me, it's like a wooden door, wooden brown door, like a bedroom door or hallway door, something along those lines. But he doesn't show me anything leading up to the door. He doesn't show me anything on the other side of the door. I don't know what the door represents. It may be for you that you just have to open the door to get to the other side of where you want to head to as well. And this is, again, this is a message coming through from Dad. I feel like it has a lot of emotional attachment there for you as well. Dark brown wooden door. My front door is wooden, dark brown wooden door. Do you get like random knocks on the door? Or sometimes when you go to grab the handle, especially like leading into the cooler months, if you're in Australia, does it feel like it's warm sometimes, like somebody has had their hand around it? I feel like what he wants to say is that there's no barrier between you and him. Like there's nothing in the way of you, and I know it sounds generic, but there's nothing in the way of you connecting with Dad or anything like that, or knowing that he's there, or knowing that he's around. Did he like to watch the news a lot? It's weird. It's like I'm getting Sky News and I'm getting Foxtel. So I don't know, again, like he's just in bits and bobs at the moment. Foxtel. I feel like I haven't watched Foxtel forever. He watched the news every day. It's like he's still doing that. He's still doing that. I don't know if he's making an effort of like TV blaring every night until all hours. If he's anything like my mum and you go to turn the TV off, he'll tell you to wake up real quick and say, I was watching that, turn it back on. But he wants you to know that he's okay. He's sort of standing there right now he's kind of like almost hopping from one leg to another, lifting his knees up as high as they can possibly go, and he's like, you know, I'm okay. He's taking big deep breaths in as well, and it's like, look, I can breathe easy again. So he's wanting to bring that message through that he's okay. He's not in any pain. He's not in any of the things that you last saw, or if you last saw him. He's doing, I always call it like the Irish jig, where you're sort of like pumping your hands in between and sort of kicking out your legs either side. He's doing that. So if you were wondering if he's in agony, clearly he's not, because he's been able to jump around and be a silly goose, which is fantastic. Do you have, you know how you said you had surgery? Do you have staples in? Because I'm seeing staples. Or are they just like dissolvable stitches? Hey, Tamara. He was a character. I'm glad he's bringing that energy through for you to recognize. Oh, you've got disposable stitches. He's still showing me staples. Did he have staples in when he broke his hip, did he? Or did he break his hip? I'm assuming he broke his hip. Oh, he had staples in his belly. He tells me he absolutely hated hospital. He didn't like it. Which is a pretty generalized consensus. Nobody likes hospital. This shows me, did he have like a catheter bag hanging off him? I feel like there's another bag there though. Maybe a drainage bag. From one end of his belly to the other. Jeez. He hated hospital. He would not go unless it was major. Gotcha. Yeah, he's bringing through that disgust with it. But I see like a bag, but it feels more though. It feels like there's a couple there. Like two. Did he get a staph infection with the belly stuff? Oh, no bag. Good. Oh, no bag. Good. I'm back. I got booted out of that one for some reason. No bag that I know of. He was admitted a few times and connected to a drip. I'm not sure on infection, as I was only little. Yeah. Cool. I'm back. Communication slowing down with him. It's funny because my tablet turned off and then the phone like glitched out and it's still glitchy. He says, this is again weird because when I say weird, it's me second guessing the information that's coming through. He says, I'm still singing to you. So I don't know if he's sung you a lot of like lullabies or would sing with you, but he says, I'm still singing with you. Or still singing to you. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh! He's still doing it, apparently. That's funny. I'm going to leave that there for you, Tammie, on a positive. What good energy he's got. He seems like a larrikin. I love it. I'm here for it.